So a couple of days ago, I put out a question in the community tab, what kind of videos do you want to see in 2019? And although I got a few answers, I'm going to be answering each one of them in separate videos. And the first answer or slash question I got, what is my ideal Power Ranger video game? So this question came from Black Gamer Guy 17. A dream Power Ranger video game. Not any cheap cash grab like Mega Battle, no pay to win like Legacy Wars. What is your opinion on what would make a good modern video game for the series? And that's a hard question because there's always going to be a cash grab video game like Legacy Wars where it's pay to win and that brings in money and fans, and there's also the other cheap kind of cash grab like Mega Battle where that was quickly put together. They hyped it up for a year and when it was out it was a game that looked like it was made in Flash. So it's hard to say what the ideal Power Ranger game is because those two usually collide, cheap cash grab and pay to win. Now I've got two answers for you. My first answer, I would like something like an MMORPG, sort of like World of Warcraft, or what I'm thinking of, sort of like Dragon Ball Online that turned into Xenoverse, because Dragon Ball Online, it was an MMORPG where you went back in time and you did certain events from Dragon Ball that you relive those moments. I would like something like that for Power Rangers, where it's sort of set in the Hyperforce universe, where you go back in time and you level up your characters by recreating certain episodes and certain big events that happen in the show or the movie and stuff like that. That'd be really cool to see something like that. And also you can pick any color you want and certain colors have certain stats, or you can have your own different stat build with your favorite color. So you can have a pink ranger that's got a very bulky build that hits like a tank. That'd be something really cool. And of course, being an MMORPG, of course there will be microtransactions in this game. I know I sound like a horrible person, but I'd probably make them so they're not pay to win. It'd just be simple things like emotes and cosmetics, nothing pay to win. And my second ideal Power Ranger game would be a fighting game in the style of Marvel vs. Capcom, where you've got the 2v2 fights where you pick two characters and you duke it out with them. That'd be my second ideal fighting game. And for this game, it would have a story mode, because fighting games, they don't have good story modes these days, unless it's Injustice or Mortal Kombat. Those fighting games have really good story modes. But this story mode for Power Rangers would be your basic stuff, sort of retelling the series with certain characters you pick in arcade mode and stuff like that, recreating events from the show, things like that. That'd be my story mode for this game. Very basic stuff, very fan servicey, where you just relive certain fights like Jason versus the Sphinx, and when the Green Ranger first arrived, and Andros versus Ecliptor and stuff like that. That would be my ideal Power Ranger game for a fighting game. And I know that people are going to say, well, what characters would you have in there? Well, you decide what characters would be really good in a Power Ranger fighting game. I was thinking, since there would be two variations of characters, sort of like they do with the Dragon Ball games, we've got the base form, the Super Saiyan form. For this Power Ranger game, I would be guessing they would have a non-morph state and a morphed state, and you can pick which one they fight in. Each one has different stats and movesets and how they fight, how hard they hit and stuff like that. And being a franchise like Power Rangers where you have 20 plus seasons, you have several characters to decide for this roster. Take your pick. A runner-up I had in mind is a Power Rangers Dynasty Warriors base game. If you've never played a Dynasty Warriors game, it's basically you pick a character and you run through hordes of enemy, hacking and slashing, or in this case it'd be punching and kicking your way through several waves of enemies. In this case it'd be putties and whatever grunts they have, and you just play your way through the story mode. They've done a lot of anime games giving this the treatment, like Berserk and One Piece, where you just fight through hordes and hordes of enemies and they retell the story. That's also really fun, but it does get repetitive and those games aren't for everyone. And that's pretty much my ideal Power Ranger video game. If you've got any suggestions about your dream Power Ranger video game, tell me in the comment section down below. I read every comment and I reply to every comment, so be sure to tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I'll be reading them. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, your support is greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.